I'm Cash, and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where we break down all the goals scored in the Premier League, using my over 20 plus years coaching experience, my technical analysis, and all the other nonsense that I've done for many years in football. We give you a different little insight into the old football-y world. So today we're doing Brentford against Nottingham Forest, and Brentford have actually kind of been fun to watch at home this season because they seem to score like 3 to 17 million goals a game. And they just didn't. This just proves that Nottingham Forest are real. They are contenders to get into the top 4, and don't be surprised if they make it into the Champions League, which would be amazing and fun. And I always get told off for saying amazing the way I do, but I think it's funny anyway. Right, I want you to have a little look at this pass, and I'm going to show you how this goal sort of evolves, and how some simple mistakes end up compounding, which always happens in football. That's one of those things, when you let one thing go wrong, it snowballs into multiple other things. As you can see, the ball's broken the lines here, and they're in. Here we are, we've got 2 players, and there's their line. Brentford are kind of dropping off at the same time and opening up this massive gap here, and we can see that, and that's happening. But also, I want you to keep an eye on this. As we move this forward slightly, this is the guy that's going to end up scoring the goal, and this is the guy that's supposed to be sort of tracking or going with him. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the problem over here, right? I can remember when, I can't remember what team I was coaching. All I ever used to do was coach, if the ball's on this side, I'd coach that side, and we would never concede a goal. Because genuinely, at that time, what everyone was trying to do was cross the ball and come onto your blind side. And as long as you protected your blind side, people really didn't have much of an option. They weren't really doing much other than that where we were playing. And it's one of those things that when you see it, you can't unsee it. And it all comes down to, and this is the player that really is important. Actually, I used to coach that player because they were better. We should ignore that player because we got rid of him. But different story, different day. But what you really want to do is just watch what happens as we evolve this forward. Watch. Okay, tracking back, not doing bad. But also look at this. Now, this pocket of space that we talked about. Look at how open this is here. How easy it is for them to run through. Now, of course, you want this player to come across. Brentford actually do the right thing. The way that the angles work, sometimes the closest player here isn't the one that you really want to shut the gap. It's actually this one, because he can't get close enough, right? And if he does try to get close enough, he's not actually in a position where he can tackle for the football. So if he does try to get across and he gets close, well, he's still not going to be able to get goal side of him. He's not going to be able to get in front of him to slow him down. He can try to make his way across there, but it's not really going to work. You really want this guy to come across. That's what you really want. And you actually really wanted them to be a little bit deeper, or these guys to be a little bit higher. But neither of those two things have happened. As we've moved it on just a little bit, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. They're trying to do it here. He's not close enough, though. So maybe this guy probably should have gone to the ball a little bit sooner. But he sees his teammates coming across. As his teammates coming across, he's doing the right thing, and he's going to cover the space from his teammate. But look, this is what I want you to pay attention to. This player is focused solely on the ball and is completely and utterly just, he's too far away. He's not going to be involved in the play. And that's one of those things where, yeah, when you're coming back, you still have to be aware of what's going on here. You really do. And he's not. So let's just move this forward to the edge of the 18-yard box a bit. Right, this is what I want to show you. So you see that these two players have completely crossed over now. And one of the other reasons is, as he's running this way, he's shut down this guy's opportunity to come into the inside of the field. If this guy had gone towards him, he could have got in front of him, put his body in front of the run. You know, that thing that they'll always tell you is run across the defender. This guy could have carried on driving into the centre of the goal there. That's why it's important for this guy coming across from the middle of the field to do that. It stops this guy being able to go in towards the middle of the field. And if this guy was running with him, he could have just carried running on straight through the middle of the field here. And that's exactly what that is prevented there. But here we go. That's what we're looking for over here. Okay, we're waiting for our little protagonist to come in a minute here. But you can see, right, this is the weird part. Look, where's this guy's body shape? Look where he's looking. And he knows he has to cover that guy there because he's set wrong. He should have been shoulders here, facing this way, so he can turn, defend down the line, or defend here. He's not set properly, so now he's just in no man's land. He's in what's called, I always call it the death spiral, where he's constantly chasing. What he's doing now, he's facing the wrong way, he's facing his own goal, then he's going to turn around. By the time he turns around over here, this guy's already beaten him because his complete body shape is wrong. So when you're running back, that is so important to make sure that, so for instance, imagine he's facing this way, he's facing his own goal. What he needed to be doing was facing completely the other way and dropping like that. Dropping with his back to his goal and shuffling across, so he would be in a position so when the pass goes, he can pressure it, or he can actually see it. So when the pass goes, look, he's nowhere near it. He has to do a little pirouette, little turn, and that's all wasted movement. When you see defenders do pirouettes and things like that, that just means their starting position was wrong. And a lot of football is being in the right starting position at the right time, because then you're able to do the next action. The next action would have been pressuring the ball. He can't. His next action is he has to turn around in a little pirouette. Woo! And then try to face the ball. Well, it's all too late. It's all too late. But also, look at what these two did brilliantly. I actually enjoy it because one midfielder came over, shut down the pass, pushed the ball out wide, out of the danger zone, and the other midfielder covered the middle. Brilliant. Except for you can see the problem already arising, okay? Already see it. Remember, where there's the space, that was going to be the problem, and that's where they'll end up scoring goals from. If you actually watch the shapes fall apart, you'll see when they start pulling the shape apart a little bit, where that little gap is where 9 times out of 10 they'll score a goal from. So this guy gets to receive the ball under no pressure. This defender is too far away. Now he has to do what? Well, step towards to the ball. Instead of being there at the same time as the ball arrives, now what he's given this guy the opportunity to do is take a touch, and as he starts to move forward, all this guy's going to do is go into the space because, well, he has to go this way now, and because the attacker's actually got time on the ball, now he can see that defender and he can make that decision and go in behind him. If he was receiving the ball at the same time, it wouldn't be as easy for him. It'd be, trying to get his touch right, his body shape set so he can attack, but he's already done all that. He was doing that when the guy was doing his little pirouette thing. So listen, if we just move this forward ever so slightly, do you see, look, that little shake, that's not bad. I don't mind that defending so much. Can you see the gap is still there? Still open. Goes past, and this is shocking. This ball travels all the way across back here. No one touches it. The same would-be guy there who, I wouldn't really say he made a mistake, but didn't do good enough in midfield. Be better. Just lets the ball go past him. And this is the first view we have of our little goal scorer. As the ball goes through, ball comes through, and bosh, into the goal, just passes it into the corner. Remember that guy I said, we highlighted and said, yeah, he was not paying attention. Yeah, that you can't even see him. He didn't even track that run. Wasn't even there. Didn't even bother. Yeah, be better, mate. Be better. Let's get on to the next goal. Okay, this is a bit of a strange one. Just because of this touch here. This is awful. Actually, let me just do this a second. Let's move me out the way over there so we can actually watch this a little bit better. Now, this is one of those situations where you just have to clear the football. And this goes down to, I'm going to say it, it's overcoaching. They just need to be better. He doesn't identify that he's under pressure and he just needs to clear the ball. Because if he makes any error or any bad touch, this guy's got it. So I used to play this game when I was coaching, loads of games, but one of the things I always used to do is say the wrong things to make sure the players are listening. I said, do you want to be there before or after the ball when you're pressuring it? So what does that mean? So when the ball is coming down on his touch, do you want to be there before he receives the ball or after he receives the ball? And everyone would shout at the same time. At the same time he receives that ball, you want to be pressuring. It was just to make sure that everybody understands and everyone knows what they're doing. Because if you're there at the second he's making that touch, you can nick it off his foot every time. If you're there too early, he knows you're there and his first touch will be to get away from you. If you're there too late, well, it's too late and he's already gone. So you want to arrive there just at the same time at the minute he's taking that touch. Okay? So as he's taking that touch, watch what happens. Bosh, and all he's done is tee up for the other guy. And we are going to talk about body shape again because oh my God, I've just seen it. Oh my God. Oh, look at this clown. What's he doing? What is he doing? Off he is, down here, marking this zone over here. Good job, buddy. He's marking this area here. That's one of those classic scenarios that I'm just going to go back just a slight fraction. This is player laziness. See, he should have been yelled and screamed at just to be back here, facing this way. Yes, he can do it. Yes, he's got time because he is slowly jogging and he can just be in shape, in position. The quicker you're in shape and in position, when things go wrong, you can recover for them. He is in no way, in shape or form, anywhere ready to recover. It's not just him about being recovering in case this guy makes this mistake. It's if he receives the ball, he's also an option to be passed to immediately. He's not an option to be passed to. He's not an option to do anything. He's just doing nothing. Absolutely nothing, except for just casually jogging. So when he takes his touch bomb, if he was where he was supposed to be, he would have been able to receive the ball, or if he's anywhere other than facing down his own corner flag, he would have been able to help. Can't. Completely taken out of the equation. Now it's just a foot race to the goal. And apparently one guy's better than the other. That's all it comes down to. There is a little bit of a run here, though, as well. It's quite nice. This little run takes his defender away ever so nicely to open up the space. But it's a decent finish. It's not great. It's decent. Keeper, be better. Takes a shot. Bosh into the bottom corner. Yeah. Other than that, it's well deserved for the Forest. Brentford could have had their goals as well, mind you. Other than that, see you next time on Cash Talks Football.